In Judge Simpson's courtroom, fear walks in before the defendant does, because one look from the bench and every lie starts to collapse.
All right, for today, District Court's back in session. The Honorable Case of Judge Simpson.
You may be seated.
Yes, it is.
It is. Okay. Oh, there he is. Court does call the case, so the people recall the case. People versus Trista Benitez.
Good afternoon again. We're appearing with on behalf of Trista Benitez. I want to thank the court for recalling the case.
Oh, not a problem. I say those things about you about yelling at the prosecutor, but I can do this because, you know, I have the highest of respect for you. So,
thank you. The feeling is mutual.
All right. I have a plea form in front of me that indicates that the defendant would be pleading guilty to the charge of disorderly person, a 90-day offense. On her successful plea to that charge, count one would be dismissed. That is the court's full understanding of the...
That's correct, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Benitez, if you could please raise your right hand. Oh, there you go. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes. Sorry, Your Honor.
Okay, that's not a problem. Okay, state your name again for the record, please.
Trista Benitez.
All right. Ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to the charge of disorderly person. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days, $500 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Still wish to plead guilty? All right, to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form with permission. You gave your counsel permission to sign your name to an advice of rights form?
Yes.
You went through those rights?
Yes.
Do you have any question regarding any of those rights?
No.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving or giving up those rights? All right. You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
I believe so.
You think so? Okay, well, let me ask you this. Do you have any other charges or any other court that you're required to report to? All right.
No.
Have you ever been in prison?
No.
Okay, then you're not on probation or parole. Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No.
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you in any way?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes.
And also because you believe that you're guilty of this offense, ma'am? August 6, 2025, at the location of 1681 Courtroom Court, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, as you're pleading to the count two, had you been drinking?
I had a drink, yes, at my house.
Right. At your house, okay. At some point, yes, please, Mr. Sesler, I appreciate it.
Trista, at some point you had verbal altercation with your neighbor, is that right?
Yes.
And you were outside in public during that altercation?
Yes.
And at least at some point during that altercation, you were loud and you created a disturbance outside, is that right?
Yes.
I'm satisfied if the court is your honor.
All right. Ma'am, if I accept your plea, if between the time of your plea and the time of your sentencing you commit misconduct as defined in the Michigan court rule, you would not be entitled to, nor would the court be bound by any sentence evaluation and or recommendation, and you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes.
Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No.
And have I complied with the court rule, and would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes, sir.
Yes, your honor.
All right, court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count two. Count one is dismissed.
Would the court consider immediate sentencing, Your Honor?
I was just about to say something. God, he's like in my head. All right.
No objection.
You have no objection to that? Okay. Yes, I would. Ma'am, is there anything you or your counsel want to say before I do impose sentence?
If I may, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Your Honor, Dr. Benitez is a resident out in Los Angeles, California. She has moved to California and I believe intends to stay in California. This was an isolated incident. She was moving to California the next day and got a little caught up in the celebrating and had a bad day. I'm asking the court to consider fines and costs for her.
All right. Doctor, anything? I'm sorry, I was describing you as ma'am. I should have your official title, doctor. Anything you want to tell me?
Well, thank you, Your Honor. No, I just very much would love to return to the work I'm doing here, here in Boyle Heights, working as a physician. So I'm deeply sorry about what happened, and I look forward to returning to the work that's needed here.
Gotcha. All right. Fines and costs of $250, 90 days in jail, suspended. When do you think you can get that paid?
Today.
He came in confident, thinking he could out-talk the system. But Judge Simpson wasn't here for stories. He was here for truth. And the moment the excuses started, the judge's silence said it all.
Okay. You'll probably have to wait till tomorrow, and then you can probably do that online. It'll be entered into our system. All right?
All right. Thank you, Your
I'll just
Honor.
put that down. You're all set. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Your Honor.
thank you.
Pleasure seeing you.
Good seeing you too, sir. Take care. Court does call the case. People versus Corey Curtis.
Good afternoon, Victoria Burton Harris, Chief Assistant Prosecutor appearing on behalf of the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Alexandria Taylor appearing on behalf of defendant Corey Curtis, who's present via Zoom.
Sir, can you please state your name?
Corey Curtis.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, we're still waiting for an outstanding video from MSP from February 10th, 2024. I did have a conversation with Mr. Overwater today, and so we're just looking to adjourn the PCC because I don't want to set the exam date until we know
Right.
the status.
Okay.
I know we have two APAs on this month, but I conversed with Mr. Overwater. But yes, so we just want to adjourn it for both Mr. Curtis and Ms. Jackson.
No objection to adjourn. Do you have any sense on when MSP might be able to get that? You've been waiting that long. I'm a little bit worried, but let me do it this way. Probable cause conference, I'll adjourn it to November 20th, 2025, 9 a.m. Give you a good time period to try to figure it out at least one way or another.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Responsive to your question on the record, out of respect, Judge, I am just very quickly saying that a media notice was done on October 16th. I would need to do some digging to see what exactly was produced in terms of her, to see if that's responsive to her request. If you would like me to do that, I can do that now, or I can.
No, you can do that and then just keep in touch with counsel, and I think we can work it that way. All right. Bond will continue. All right. Thank you. Court does call the case of the people versus Nikita Jackson.
Good afternoon again, Your Honor. Alexandria Taylor on behalf of Nikita Jackson, who's present via Zoom. Ms. Jackson, please state your name for the record. You're muted.
Nikita Jackson.
Thank you. All right. Same idea. Is that?
Same idea. Yeah.
Pardon? I'm sorry, counsel, I didn't hear you.
Oh, yes, same judge. Yes, the same thing.
Same thing. All right. Turn this to November 20th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond will continue.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Have a great
day. Thank you, Ms. Jackson. You too. Court calls case people versus Desiree Gray.
Trevor Mayville for the people.
And good afternoon, Your Honor. Robert Ellman looking on behalf of Ms. Gray, who I believe is present over Zoom. Ms. Gray, can you please unmute and state your name?
Desiree Gray.
All right, thank you. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, Mr. Mayville and I have been working diligently on this matter to reach a resolution. I believe we're almost there. There's just a few minor details we need to iron out, so I'd be asking for a brief adjournment.
November 13th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Clerk calls case, People versus Colette Haynes.
Victoria Burton here, she's assistant prosecutor here on behalf of the people.
Sherilyn Foster Tucker on behalf of Colette Haynes. You state your name.
Colette Haynes.
All right.
Thank you. In regards to the PCC, Your Honor, we are requesting an adjournment just for some continued negotiations.
All right. With reference to the violation.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Haynes is prepared to admit to the bond violation today and provide an explanation.
All right. I'll accept the admission, but what's the explanation?
Your Honor, it does state in the bond violation report that on the 22nd, when she reported she was visibly ill at the time, she explained to me that she has diabetes and shortly after that went into DKA and did have to be hospitalized for a few days. So unfortunately, she ended up missing that new scheduled appointment as well as her first PCC. After missing the PCC, she did contact me and we worked to get this case set to do a bench warrant recall. So she is willing to test. She is willing to comply on bond. She is sorry that she missed that appointment and she's hoping to have an opportunity to go touch base with community corrections today and reschedule.
Thank you.
But I hear what you're saying, but when I look at this, all of the events that I have in this occurred at basically toward the end of September.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm now almost 30 days out and nothing's been corrected.
And Ms. Haynes indicated to me that she wasn't aware that she needed to make contact with community corrections because she had the bench warrant.
I didn't know that I can just go back there and.
Yeah, but once the bench warrant was cleared, she still, that doesn't even make any sense to me.
They told me that I had to wait when first they told me I had to do it online.
Do what online?
For the bench warrant.
That's fine.
Yeah, and I didn't know that the warrant was cleared until I come to court today. Thought I needed
it was cleared.
Another referral to go back to community corrections. I didn't know I could just walk back in there and do it all over again with a warrant. I tried to come up here and walk in on a warrant, but they told me that they only do it once a month, at the end of the month on Wednesdays. And that would have been yesterday, but I had received a.
Yeah, but where were you between that? All of this occurred September 2nd. I get what counsel's telling me that at some point you're in the hospital for a few days. So even if that takes me to the end of September, which is giving a lot of grace just in terms of time, I'm now here on the 23rd and nothing.
Because they told me that I could not walk in on the warrant. And I didn't know that I could just go back to community correction.
You have an attorney.
Mm-hmm.
And Your Honor,
I was contacting the attorney, and when I was contacting the attorney, she was telling me that she didn't even, well, it was a he. It wasn't even her. It was a whole different attorney I had. We were texting back and forth and I was asking him questions and he was saying he was in court. He don't know, he'll find out. And then he told me I could do it online, so I just did it online.
And Your Honor, I will say Ms. Haynes does want to resolve this case. She did make steps to take care of the bench warrant and to get the case back on track. So she's just hoping for another opportunity.
She's here on a drug case. Since the beginning of the case, she hasn't tested.
Understood, Your Honor.
I hadn't tested, Your Honor, because I didn't know that I could just, by me missing mine, I didn't know that I could just go walk back in. I thought I needed another referral. Or I would have went over there and walked in.
It's not as though you didn't have an attorney, whether it be the previous attorney, whether it be Ms. Foster Tucker. to tell you what you could do regarding community corrections, if anything. But, you know, you didn't abide by community corrections. You didn't appear in court. You get the court thing cleared up, but then you had the other thing. And I still, from the time of year, I don't have a test on you.
I can go take one today. I can go over there right now when I leave here. But I just need to know, am I
You want to
assigned?
say, I will adjourn her probable cause conference to October 30th, 2025, 9 a.m. Anything you want to say before I send you on the violation?
No, sir.
Well, at this point, she's not complied with everything. I'm going to revoke her bond, sentence her to 7 days, Washtenaw County Jail. Defendants remanded.
Is there a way that I can get somebody? I have my daughter here with me,
Ma'am, you probably shouldn't have done that.
but she only had a half a day at school today.
Ma'am,
Come this way.
they'll figure it out.
Okay. Let me get her this. Yep, I'll give it.
Ma'am, go with my bailiff now. Now. Court calls case, People versus Joseph Hodson.
Covered on behalf of Mr. Hudson, but not with the judge. I have not had communication with Mr. Hudson. We are here for probable cause conference. We were going to ask for an adjournment anyway, due to some ongoing plea negotiations. I would ask that the court set the matter for an adjourned PCC or perhaps even a show cause hearing.
And just for the record, Your Honor, this is an R&L. He's resisting the orders of officers for a couple of days.
Okay. So you want an adjournment on this?
Yes, please.
November 13th, 2025.
Thank you, Judge.
Bond continued. Ms. Foster Tucker, approach please on a second man. Along with counsel. Court does call the case of the People versus Julia Labiano.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Reporting for appearance appearing on behalf of the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Corey Silverstein appearing on behalf of Ms. Labiano, who is approaching and will be standing to my right in about half a second.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your name, ma'am?
Julia Labiano.
Thank you. What are we doing?
Your Honor, today we're actually just asking the court for an adjournment. We are doing, actually myself and the assistant prosecutor just finished filling out the paperwork for referral to the mental health treatment court. If I can approach with those forms. Or hand them to your officer.
Yeah, that's fine.
I thought you liked me, but we don't.
No, it has nothing to do with that, counsel. Believe me. All right. And I do like you. So, all right. Okay, we'll get that done. Do we know about how much time they're taking? Has she been interviewed at all or no?
She's not been interviewed at all. Gotcha. So I think we're going to need a little bit of time.
Gotcha. All right. Probable cause conference. I will adjourn to November 25th noon.
Your Honor.
You can't do that. 20th.
If you, I just wanted to pull, can I pull my calendar up and check?
Sure.
It's just like, it's holiday time. And if I do something that my wife doesn't like, you'll probably never see me again. So November.
Let's see if we can make that happen.
Gosh, she can be mean. You said the 25th?
Yeah, the 25th at noon, or I also have the 20th.
I can do
at 9.
I can do the 25th, but could we appear by Zoom? Because I won't be in the state.
I don't think just send the forms in. I'm not going to have a problem with it.
You're okay. So just send in the request for Zoom?
Send in the request.
Okay.
So I'll make it November 25th, 2025 at noon.
November 25th, 2025. At noon,
that's right. That's
noon, you said?
Noon, right? At 9 a.m. I'm sorry. That's right. PEs will be in there. I was getting mixed up there. All right.
So November 25th, 9 a.m. And then does your clerk have the form I need to fill out for the Zoom request, or?
I'm sure she does.
Okay. Let's do it now. I'll do it now and get it done with.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm continued.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Court does call the case People versus Dylan Marshall.
Mayville for the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. John Decknick, appearing on behalf of Mr. Dylan Marshall. He is in Ithaca, New York. I am in Detroit, Michigan. We've been previously granted permission to appear via Zoom, and we thank you for that.
Yes. Sir, can you state your name?
Dylan Marshall.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing?